Welcome to the Man Cave Podcast with Dan Casper.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this episode of the Man Cave Podcast, brought to you by our good friends from Hy-Vee and Toyson Ford. Got a good episode coming up with you. Brandon Berg's joining me, where we are drafting. So usually we do a top 5 plus, and this kind of fits it a little bit here, right?
I mean, we're gonna have 6, so
yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. So we originally thought of the idea of drafting a baseball team based off fictional baseball players, and we kind of realized, okay, it might be hard to field the whole team. So we narrowed it down to 3 hitters. Essentially, we're drafting for hitters, right?
I mean, the defensive positioning is not going to matter too much.
Right. So 3 hitters, 2 pitchers, and a manager. So we're going to go 6 rounds. We're not doing a separate one for a coach or manager. You can select them number 1 overall or whatever have you. So how much work did you put in to scouting this team and your big board?
It actually didn't take as long as I thought.
Yeah.
But I've got way too many people on my board, and I will share who else I have on my board. My board's not ranked. I just got names. Mm-hmm. But I will share the rest of my board once we're done of the people that were not picked.
All right.
Because I want people to know where my headspace was. And plus, there's a few of them in here I put on the board without any intention of drafting, but I just want people to know I was thinking about them.
I feel like I know one of them. I
think you do, but there's also one I know that there's no chance you will have thought.
See, that's why I don't know why there's no chance? Have we talked about this player before?
I don't think we have.
Have we talked about the movie? Now, let me ask you something. Can TV shows count?
I thought we were doing movies.
Just movies?
Yeah,
okay, so
we're doing movies.
Then mine's not there.
Okay.
All right.
I'm excited for this.
I am too. All right.
I haven't been this excited for one of these since we did the Bears. We drafted Bears.
Oh, gosh.
That was fun.
All right, should we do it then?
Let's jump into it.
So we gotta do rock, paper, scissors.
Correct. And we will do 1, 2, 3 shoot.
1, 2, 3
and then best
shoot.
of 3, winner gets the first pick in each round.
So
no snake draft.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I think you're actually gonna win this rock, paper, scissors battle.
Are you gonna try to tank?
No, I'm not gonna try to tank.
But
I feel like when you get excited and motivated about something, you kind of jump all in for this. So, are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
All right. So 1, 2, 3 shoot, best of 3.
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3 shoot. See?
Your scissors is crushed by my rock.
1, 2, 3 shoot. Look at that! You swept it.
2 straight rocks to crush scissors.
I told you. I just had this feeling I was not gonna.
You were not feeling it?
I wasn't feeling it. So, Brandon, how does it feel to be
to finally win rock, paper, scissors?
Sweeping it. How about that? All right. Nice work, dude. Or did I do that on purpose?
Did you?
No, I'm just kidding. I did not.
All right.
All right, Brandon. So are you going to go with the manager first? Or are you going to go with the player first?
I am not.
You're not. Okay.
With my first overall pick.
I better get my paper out in case you get one of my guys.
Right. This guy actually did both, but I'm going to pick from what he did second. I'm going with Roy Hobbs from The Natural.
God! Come on. Really?
Yep, and he's a position player, and he comes back, so.
Son of a gun. All right. I feel like that's like the number 1 overall. For
that one was
people,
obvious.
So, well, son of a gun, Brandon. Son of a gun. Boy. So now I'm up. That kind of threw a wrench into her.
You didn't think I was going to go that route, did you?
I did not. I should have offered a trade to move up here for that. So, I think then what I'm going to have to do. I was hoping to get him in the second round, but I don't know. I'm going to go Crash Davis.
Yep.
Crash Davis
That's
from
solid.
Bull Durham. So, all right. That's my pick. Number 2 for you, Brandon.
All right. In round 2, let's see.
I have a sneaky one on here, but it's going to depend on how you do your other ones.
You know what? I'm going to do it because at some point in this, I need some sort of representation from this movie. I'm going Ricky Vaughn.
You went Ricky Vaughn?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
You trust him to be consistent for you?
Yeah, why not? There's some Derek Turnbow vibes in there I've always appreciated.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to go back to another hitter, position player here. So I got Crash Davis. I'm going to need some speed. Benny the Jet Rodriguez is my second pick here.
Okay.
Sandlot's over there. I don't care he's young.
No, and that's
he
it.
steals home at the end, man.
I said we talked about if you're picking Pete from like the Sandlot, think don't try to think he's a kid playing against come on.
I mean he took down the beast. He outran that beast for all across town, dude. How many other people can do that? So, and let's face it, Benny the Jet could probably beat some of these actors in baseball anyway. So that kid could. So
yeah. All right. Well, I am going to go back to Major League. I got to get some speed to counter your speed. I'm going Willie Mays Hayes.
You know what? This is not going how I thought you were going to go. I'm really surprised how you're drafting right now, Brandon. To me, I'm really surprised. So I am going to get my first pitcher here. Billy Chappell, for love of the game.
That's a good one.
Billy Chappell. 2 Kevin Costner picks for me right now. By the way, nobody from Field of Dreams is eligible because they're all dead, but except for Moonlight Graham, I guess, could be eligible, but everybody else, no. Shoeless Joe Jackson, we can't pick, so that would be the only one that... I guess you could pick Ray Kinsella's dad because he played in the minors a little bit if you want to go that route. So, all right. You've got a pitcher and 2 position players. I've got a pitcher now and 2 position players. I'm feeling really good about my team, not going to lie.
So yeah, one more. So we each have a pitcher, a pitcher, a hitter, and a manager.
Manager, yep. I'm really feeling good about my team right now, and I like where it's setting up.
You know what?
Can I ask a question on your Hobbs one for quick?
Yeah.
Let's just because we got to clarify something. Are you drafting him as the hitter? Because he did pitch.
He did, and that's why I said he did both. I'm clear. I drafted him as a hitter.
Okay.
I will clarify that.
Okay.
He's playing outfield for me.
Okay, got it. Did I throw a wrench into some of your plans here? Or
no,
what?
no. I'm just because I'm looking. I said I've got this big list, and I can only pick one more of each, and that's. Okay.
This is fun.
This is. We could have went for another spot or two.
Do you want to do another pitcher on the fly? Or do you want to do another position player?
I kind of want to do one of both.
Okay,
let's up it to 8 rounds.
Let's up it to 8.
Okay,
yep. We got time.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, we do.
All right.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. So 3 pitchers, 4 hitters, manager.
Yep.
All right. I am going. Okay, I'm going to go. As you're going to find out with some of my pitchers, I like volatility. I'm going with Nuke LaRouche from Bull Durham.
Okay. That's a good one. Here's what. So I'm going to go pitcher now here too, and I'm going to tell you something where makes me nervous about your team, Brandon. I'm going to call you out right now. Mm-hmm. You got some inconsistency with your pitchers.
That's what I said. I got some variance here.
So I'm going with a guy. My next pitcher. Get this. He threw a 27 strikeout perfect game in the World Series.
Yeah,
Steve Nebraska.
Yep, he was on the list.
Steve Nebraska, baby.
Don't
know it? The scout.
Yep.
Brendan Fraser. Come on now. As long as he's not scared to go out there and go pitch in front of Yankee Stadium and such. But Billy Chappell, Steve Nebraska, I'm feeling good right now with my 1-2. So.
All right. That's fair. All right, so I've got 2 hitters, a pitcher, and a manager. We are at the halfway point. You know what? I'm just going to do it because I absolutely love this guy. I got to have him on my team, Jack Parkman.
I did think about it. I
got to.
Look at you just representing Major League.
And that's it. I don't want to have too much.
Yep.
But I got to do it.
I'm feeling really good right now of where I am at with some of these, so I'm going to do it now. Lou Brown is my manager.
Okay, yep. And I think that's what you're alluding to, and you were correct. He was
number 1.
He was number 1 for both of us.
Yep. So I got my manager.
Yep, you do. Yep, you're good.
I'm feeling really good with who I have left on my board, so I'm going Lou Brown as my manager.
That's
my kind of team, Charlie.
Yep.
My kind of team.
He was number 1. He was number 1 for both of us. It was just a matter of when.
Yep. So I'm curious now who.
So
I think I know who you're going to pick for your manager, but I won't say anything right now. So
I've got two options, but so I got one more. All right. I went back and forth on this, but I'm going to do it. My last pitcher, Mel Clark, Angels in the outfield.
okay, yep. Tony Danza.
Tony Danza.
Yep. All right, so you got your
pitchers. Used to be Mel Clark? Yeah, I used to.
I'm going back to another hitter. I'm really hoping he was on your list, and I can make you mad right now.
Mm-hmm.
Lou Collins, little big.
He was on the list.
Lou Collins, man.
He was on the list.
Come on, baby. I'm feeling good right now.
Smooth field and first baseman, both on the field and with the mom.
With the owner's mom? Heck yeah. Getting in the family
I
business right now.
I like that one.
Yeah. I'm feeling really good right now. I'm liking my team. I don't think you're going to get my next hitter, but that's okay. So,
okay, Lou Collins, Little Big League. I'm not going to follow up because I've got a hitter, so I cannot pick any more pitchers. I've got my 3 pitchers.
You might as well wait to do manager as your last one.
I am,
yeah.
But I'm not going to be drafting Blackout Gatling from. So I've got one more hitter.
You know, I've got one more hitter and a pitcher, I believe, right? Yeah.
And I'm going to go to a movie that we have not picked from yet.
Okay.
I am going to Rookie of the Year, and I'm picking Hato, the big Mets outfielder.
My question is, was he just a bench player for power? Because in the movie, you barely saw him. I mean, did Rocket always have his number or something? Because he never lit up Rocket or anything like that.
But that's enough for me. As you can see, my team carries a certain attitude. My team is full of jerks.
Oh, man.
So I'm going with Hato.
Hato. All right. So I've got one more hitter I need and one more pitcher. I'm feeling good that you're not going to get my next hitter. So
well, I don't have any more hitters.
Okay.
So yeah, you're
all right.
At this point, I don't think we can steal anything from anybody else.
So I mean, pitcher. I mean, kind of have to go for it, don't I? Henry Rowan Gardner.
I went back and forth between the two, between Mel Clark and Henry, but
yep. I'll have him closing out my games.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yep. I'm a little bit worried whether his arm can last, but
well, I got the same doubts about Mel Clark. I mean, he threw 150 pitches in an elimination game.
So nobody picked the veteran Eddie Harris.
He was on my list.
So can I tell you never mind. I won't. We'll wait till you get to your other one. And nobody picked the Rocket. All right.
He was on my list too. I wanted to try one of them great Salisbury steaks like he had on the airplane, but.
All right, so you're down to manager, right? And I'm down to my last hitter, which
yep. And there's 2 ways I can go with this because I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with what my first instinct was with this, but then I'll explain it once we're done. I am going with Morris Buttermaker from Bad News Bears.
Okay, which one?
I'm going Walter Matthau.
Okay, thank you.
Walter Matthau.
Yep. I thought you were going to go with Billy.
No, but after I thought about this, there was someone else I was going to go to, but I'll wait till after you go.
Okay.
Because I'll just let you finish up.
All right. So I knew you weren't going to go with this one, and it's from a movie we have not yet mentioned either, Brandon. Mm-hmm. I already have a catcher, so I can't pick this person again as a hitter. So Marla Hooch. From A League of Their Own.
There was some A League of Their Owns. I like that.
I know Dottie's there.
Yep.
But I got a catcher in Crash already.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Marla Hooch.
I like that.
If you remember, she's got an eye like DiMaggio. So Marla Hooch.
I like that.
Tattooing the ball off the dude pitchers in the gymnasium and busting windows.
Yep.
That was my secret one right there. So.
I like that.
All right. Should we recap our teams and then get to your big board here? You go first.
All right. I'll just go.
I'm glad we added one more each, by the way.
No, yeah. We could do another one, but no, we're good. We're good. We will start with my first overall pick was Roy Hobbs, the natural outfielder.
Yep,
Are we going to go back and forth or just?
No,
Okay.
I was just going to say you're using him as a hitter, not a pitcher.
Yep,
so.
I'm using him as a hitter, not a pitcher. My second-round pick, I went Ricky Vaughn, pitcher from Major League. My third-round pick, Willie Mays Hayes, outfielder, Major League. Fourth-rounder, I went with Nuke LaRouche, pitcher, Bull Durham. Fifth-rounder, Jack Parkman, catcher, Major League 2. Sixth-round, Mel Clark, pitcher, Angels in the outfield. Seventh round, I don't know what position Hato plays.
That's what
So, but
he was on a National League then,
so he had to be a position. So
I'd say first base.
He looks like a first baseman. I went with Hato from Rookie of the Year, and my eighth round, I went with my manager, Morris Buttermaker.
Mm-hmm. All right, my first overall pick was Crash Davis, catcher, Bull Durham, hitter over there, veteran. Number 2, I went Benny the Jet Rodriguez from the Sandlot. Then I went with my pitcher Billy Chappell for Love of the Game. And then I went with another pitcher, Steve Nebraska from the Scout. Then I went with my manager because I was feeling good, so I went with Lou Brown from Major League. Then I went with Lou Collins from Little Big League, first baseman. Henry Rowan Gardner to round out my pitching staff, and then Marla Hooch was my final pick for this draft. So
Yep, this is good. Now, I will tell you what I was thinking, because initially the only two managers I had down were Lou Brown and Morris Buttermaker.
okay,
It was going to be one or the other.
okay,
But I was thinking about this, and another manager I could have had, he actually could have. There's a couple places you could have drafted him, was Jake Taylor.
Oh,
So I contemplated going with Jake Taylor as my manager,
I didn't even think of that
because he was the manager of Major League 2 after Lou was in the hospital.
Yeah.
So I did think of that.
I just thought of another one I wouldn't have minded. Scott Bakula. Major League 3. Nobody picked that hitter.
Nobody picked Carlos Liston, or Downtown Anderson.
Down, yeah.
But I will go through my. Do you have other names on your list? You
Go
pick?
for it. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Here are the other people I had on my list that some of these I wasn't going to pick, but I just wanted to have them on my list. Here's the entire list of who I had.
Okay.
Jack Parkman.
Yep.
And these are in no order. I was just rattling these off. Stan Ross, Mr. 3000.
Yep.
Willie Mays Hayes. Roy Hobbs. Crash Davis. Bane the Jet. Jake Taylor. Hato. Lou Collins. Clu Haywood from the first Major League, played by Pete Vukovich.
Oh, yeah.
And my last one, and this is the one I said I was not going to draft him, but I wanted him on my list because you would have never, ever in 100 years picked him. Air Bud from Air Bud, 7th Inning Fetch.
Yep. No, I would not have picked him. Would not have picked him.
He could have completed my super fast outfield, but my pitchers, Eddie Harris, in no order again, Chet Steadman,
Yep.
Mel Clark, Angels in the outfield, Ricky Vaughn, Major League, Nuke LaRouche, Bull Durham, Henry Rowan Gardner, Rookie of the Year, and Steve Nebraska, the Scout.
So that's why. So there's one that could have put in here was Brewster's Millions, Monty Brewster. If you wanted to put a picture in there, the one I thought, and then it went away after we clarified it was movies. Kenny Powers.
Yeah, but we said movies.
We said movies. That's the one I thought maybe you were
He would have
teasing.
fit really well on my team.
I
Because
know.
my team has got a. Let's put it this way: Buttermaker's going to have his hands full keeping my team focused.
Yeah.
'Cause my team's got some real alpha dogs.
I think he's going to have that beer in that dugout for you guys for sure. So that's who I thought. But then we clarified it was just movies. So then I'm like, no, it's probably not that one. So, but
these are good.
They are.
We did well.
I think we did. I really think we did. I think we did pretty darn solid, man. I like my team a lot. I do. So. We could have almost done like best of available left. Nobody picked Ben Williams from Angels in the Outfield, a.k.a. Matthew McConaughey.
Nobody picked the big catcher. What's his name?
Oh, yeah. Trisket.
Yeah.
Trisket Mesmer.
Yes, Mesmer. Nobody picked the manager because, like I said, he left Mel Clark out there for 148 pitches.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So
he killed Mel Clark.
He punched
Danny Glover, what are you doing? You flipped over the table, the spread.
He punched the play-by-play guy.
The play-by-play guy deserved it. That one.
Yeah, I agree.
We should have picked it enough. Well, I guess that we talked about that. Like we were going to do that because like someone's first overall pick would have been Euchre.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my other one probably would have been John Candy.
That would have been my number 2.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's fine.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep.
This was a fun one.
This was a good one.
This was a good one.
This is one of my favorite ones we've done.
Yep. Nothing will top the Bear one for you, though, probably.
No, Bear. Top 5 Bears is on its own.
All right, Brandon, that's going to do it for us. We have to think of some more to do this one.
We got a couple weeks, so we'll come up with some good ones.
Yep. We got to do the stadium rules coming up here, too.
Yes,
so.
we do.
All right. Big thanks, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of the Man Cave Podcast. Again, big thanks to Hy-Vee, Toyson Ford. Don't forget to check out the Swag Cave done by our good friends at Resonance Branding Company. That link is in the podcast description. Till next time, we'll talk to you on the next episode of the Man Cave Podcast.